I can be fucked with, no, with, no, with, no. I can be fucked with, no, with, no, with, no. You can't touch this, hey. Bitch, I be rich shit, huh? You can't touch this, hey. Walk the lip, huh? How many
you guys with my first Bossmas Bootcamp vlog series, like, period. So if you're a return subscriber, gang, stand your ground, know your tree, you already know the vibes. You already know the vibes. If this is your first time clicking my channel, hey boo, I am your CM. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, okay? Because if you're not too much gang, you're not enough gang, argue from me, and it's just that on that okay? So I decided not to do Vlogmas this year, just because I feel like my vlogs right now that I'm posting don't get enough traffic. So I was just like, oh, like I still want to like participate in some type of way. So I'm like, Bossmas, like I could do a boss series. So I actually looked it up first, and there are actually 2 other girls who did Bossmas last year. So shout out to them. I always give credit when it's to do. But Bossmas Bootcamp, that's all me. Girl. And what basically Bossmas Bootcamp is going to be is just 25 days of me giving you guys pure gems as far as starting a business, maintaining the business, coping mechanisms, getting your brand out there, just the whole 9 for 25 days. I'm going to give y'all gems. I'm actually doing a very special giveaway. You guys are the first to know about this, or second, because the person who contributed with the giveaway, I'll be mentioning them as well, but that'll be closer towards Christmas. So do not forget to turn on your post notifications, because you do not want to miss a post from me and then miss the giveaway, okay? So just to know, like, you don't want to miss this. So if you read today's title, we're going to be doing like a refresher. So I like to reflect at the end of the year over my business, over my personal life, goals that I had set, the ones I met, the ones I didn't meet. So that's what I'm going to teach you guys how to do today. When you get ready to do this exercise, the first thing that you guys are going to need, of course, is a notebook, okay? But even before that, you need to set your vibe. This is so important when goal setting and reflecting, like setting the vibe for what you're about to do. This little exercise that I do, you have to be in a good space. So I want you to go, and this is whatever kind of vibe you want to say. If you want to get in your bad bitch mode, like I did my makeup, I did my hair, I put on a real cute outfit, not even just for the video, but just because when I get ready to do this, I always have to set a vibe. So whatever kind of vibe you want to set, if you want to get super comfortable, put on a nice cute pajama set, lather yourself up, spray a whole bunch of perfume on yourself, get in a quiet environment, and just set your mood. I was going to light a candle because I hear that you are more productive when you set candles, but I can't find mine. So if you have a candle, light it and leave a comment and let me know how it works for you. But anyway, so set your vibe. I don't care what kind of mood you're in right now. Get up, do your hair, do your makeup, get in the shower, smell good, look good, feel good, because literally how you look is a reflection of how you feel. And I don't care what anybody says. When you look good, when you're feeling yourself, it shows, okay? So we need you to be in a good mental space prior to you doing this exercise, okay? You just want to set the vibe. It needs to be you, God, or whoever you pray to, and just the environment that you're in. So since I don't have a candle, I actually did spray Febreze in here, and then I'll probably play music in the background while I'm writing, and then I'll give y'all like a nice little instrumental or whatever. So while I'm writing, like if you want to play that while you're doing your exercise or whatever, go ahead, because y'all know I comes with the instrumentals. So let's go to bro, I be literally writing random pages, so because I flip it open and then I just start writing. I don't care where it's at. So we're gonna go to a blank page, and then at the top, I always, first of all, every time I write something down, I title it. That is so important. Whenever you're doing something, title it, date it, because you never know what's going to happen in the future. If something blows up or somebody tries to steal something from you, you literally have it dated in black and white, like, period. I wish I had like the stamp thing so that it's stamped, like, you know, like this is on me. So for this purpose, I have this video, but just make sure you're dating yourself and titling yourself. this is just me personally. You do not have to start like this. I like to start with the prayer. I'm very rooted into my faith. I've been a little shaky in it, you know, just recently, just because there are things like going on in the background that just had me questioning a lot of things. But at the end of the day, I know that God is real. I know that he's the one that got me this far. And if I want to go any further, I still need him, regardless of the situation that's happening now. So I'm going to write my prayer first. And then I'll say it to you guys. Amen. Okay, so extra. I'm a Leo, so you already know, like, I get extra, but I was raised in a church. God is all I know. Jesus Christ, you know what I'm saying? That's all I know. So when I have these conversations with him, whether I'm saying them out loud, I'm writing them, I want him to just know, like, my heart and, you know, where I stand as far as our relationship and just growing and getting better in all aspects of life. That's not just my business, but my personal life, me as a woman, as a sister, you know what I'm saying? So I wrote, it's the end of the year and I have so much to be grateful for. Through all the trials and tribulations, I'm still standing. God, you are good and your mercy endures forever. I made many mistakes this year and yet you were still faithful. I continuously thank you. I pray you continue to allow the seeds you blessed me with /hair so savvy to continue to flourish in your name. Thank you for another year. I will continuously sing your praises. Amen. So I just like to set the vibe for all of the blessings that I've received this year. Acknowledge what acknowledge that I did make mistakes, but I would like to come back from those things. So once you got, you know, your little vibe, and I'm telling you, like, you have to create a vibe with this. So once you have your praises in the air to whomever you pray to, you want to go ahead and start with, I completed. So these are all the things, like, or all the goals that you set that you completed. So you can write 5, you can write 10. So however many goals you have, I'm going to do 5. I write those out and then I write I accomplished at the top. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to write I accomplished. And I'll show y'all, like, my setup of how I write once I do it, because I do mine a certain way. So this is kind of like how my thing goes. I write prayer and then I write the prayer and then I write I accomplished and then my little bulletins of what I accomplished. So these are the things that I had set as a goal and I accomplished those things. So first thing is moving out of my car. So I haven't really touched on this a lot on my YouTube channel. But earlier this year, from January to March, I was living in my car. So moving out of my car was like a really, really big thing for me. I had so many obstacles in front of me. I stayed positive. I stayed prayed up. You know what I'm saying? It was a very, very hard time for me. Only being 24 and being out here in Atlanta on my own, you know, just trying to survive and make it out of that current situation or that old situation. So that was like a really, really big thing that I accomplished. Because to be honest, when I moved back here, I didn't know how long I was going to be living in that car. So second thing is getting my brand nationally and internationally known. Now, if I can find the status, when I used to be on Facebook, I used to say things like on there, like, oh my God, one day my brand is going to be international. Like, everybody's going to know about my brand. So for me to get orders from Germany, South Korea, Canada, like, that is very, very big for me. Like, I've had orders from the Bahamas. There's so many places that I've never even touched, like land I've never seen. And that is so, like, it says a lot about my brand. It says a lot about the people that I reach and the levels that you can reach in this business. Like, I don't know. It was just like, I will always say, like, I'm going to be internationally known. Like, either me, the brand, like something's going to be internationally known. And it happened for me this year. Or I accomplished that this year. The next one is being content at the beginning of my journey. So, like I said, when I was living in my car, I can tell you, like, that was the most, mind you, this was not the first time. This was the second time. So, I was so content and just so faithful, and I just knew I would get out of that situation. So like I told y'all, I did not expect to make 6 figures this year. It's always been a goal of mine to make 6 figures. But just me being content with what I had, with me living in a car but still being able to eat every day. I still showered every day, and I'll eventually do a story time on that. But literally from January to March, and then March 30th, me losing my job because of COVID, and I literally had just enough money to move into the apartment that I got in the beginning of the year. I was so content. Like, even though I didn't have a job after I moved to my apartment and my rent was on the higher end, I knew that God had me. Like, I knew that he was going to fulfill every promise that he made to me. In the Bible, it says, if he abide in me and the word abide in you, you should ask whatsoever you will, and it shall be given. And I stand by that. So whatever you ask for, God is going to deliver. And literally that month, April, when I didn't have a job and I had just enough money to move my apartment, God blessed me with $25,000. There was no way that happened any other kind of way. God brought people into my life that made my business blow up in a matter of 90 days. So me having my brand so long, for going on 5 years, and for that to happen for me, like, you know, you get discouraged and you get down about certain things, but it's just like this fantasy in your mind of you seeing yourself there and just like what you're going to do or what you're going to say. And that fantasy kept me going, because I'm like, God don't just give these ideas and these visions to anybody. He doesn't just give them to anybody. He gives them to you. He gives them to you for a specific reason. And I do believe energy transfers. So if you don't act on you starting your business or you continuing to push for your business, that energy is going to go to somebody else. That idea is going to go to somebody else. The energy that you have with your business is a certain kind of vibe. So if what's in your mind is not being executed, that idea or that energy is going to go to someone else who can execute it. So that's why I encourage anybody who gets the idea to do certain things, act on it. Because if you do not, somebody else's, that you ever just sat and was like, oh my God, like something come out and you're like, oh my God, I thought of that. You did not execute that. So that idea, that energy went to somebody who could execute it. And that's just plain and simple. So yeah. After that, I have Thriving on YouTube. So your girl's almost at 20K. I have almost 800K views. I was hoping to end the year with 1 million views, but I'm thinking January I'll have 1 million views. But I'm just so excited. Maybe my Bossmas Bootcamp will get me to 1 million views by the end of the year. Who knows? But just doing well on YouTube, getting more subscribers, getting more engagements. It's so exciting. Like when I see people like, oh my God, you inspire me. Like you're so just yourself. Like you could just tell I'm myself on my channel. And that's what I love the most. I don't have to filter myself. There's nothing that I hide from you guys. I am 100% niche TM. Like I was that girl in real life before I got on YouTube, and then I just got on YouTube and just did what I do in real life. And it was so, like, people always ask me like, how did you do it? How did you do it? And it's literally as simple as I got on here and I was myself. I didn't try to be something I'm not, portray something I'm not. I'm so transparent. I feel like I'm one of the most transparent YouTubers there are, and I feel like that transparency is going to carry me into getting 1 million subscribers, 100 million views, $100 million. Okay, so thriving on YouTube was definitely a goal of mine. And then of course hitting 6 figures. That wasn't a specific goal for this year. I mean, I always be like, I can make $1 million this year. Even though I will say, when I lost my job, I think like that first week I was in my house, I did this same exercise and I got my notebook and I literally wrote out how much money I would have to make a month to make $1 million this year. And that same month I made $25,000. I don't remember the numbers that I did. I swear, if I can find the paper where I wrote that out, because it was like April 12th or 13th I wrote it, because I did find it. I'm gonna add it at the end of this video, so make sure you watch to the end to see if I put it in here, but I'm gonna definitely look for it so I can put it in here. So yeah, after that, after we got our little good vibes, we do need to acknowledge the things that we did not accomplish this year. if you don't have anything that you didn't accomplish this year, I would suggest like things that you struggled with, like some things that caused you to take a little bit longer than you should have. So I have a lot of things that I struggled with this year. Like I said, I made many mistakes. That's just still me being a new business owner, especially at this level. So we're just going to write out what troubled us or things that we did not accomplish.
At the show tonight. Will I see you at the show tonight? 2:30, baby, won't you meet me by the beach? Too early, maybe later, you can show me things. You know what?
So this is the next portion, and I just put I struggled with, and the first thing I struggled with was customer service and responding to my customers. So with me getting, in the beginning, April, May, June, I was getting about 500 orders. So in the beginning, it was just me up until May when my mother came, and I had a very hard or bad habit of not responding to my customers when all they really wanted was just some communication. I felt like they were pressuring me. Like I felt like I was putting out enough updates, like in the general, like in the public, for them to know what was going on. And they did not receive that the same way. They felt like they were being ignored. They felt like I didn't care about them. They felt like I was holding their money. That's the top thing, and still to this day, that I am struggling with, like, period. The next thing I struggled with is shipping products on time. Now, I've explained how some of it was out of my control, but another part was in my control, because I was just like ready to give up. I was ready to just stop dealing with everything and everybody. Like I was just so frustrated. And I didn't even realize like I was giving up on something, or I felt like giving up on something I've worked for almost 5 years to build. So that was definitely something that was unexpected, that I never dealt with before, because I've had orders and I've been able to always push my orders out. But I'm in a completely different lane from just single sales, and wholesale is like a completely different ball game. I'm still learning. I'm still evolving. I'm getting better with time. And, you know, that was just another like a top thing that I struggled with this year. Another thing was branding my items. I branded for the first 2 months, and then after that, I was so overwhelmed. I didn't put stickers on anything. I barely gave out business cards. I just really slacked on my presentation. And if you go back, or if you've been following me for a while, y'all know I'm so big on presentation. I'll insert a picture of like my hair branding and everything, and my lash branding. Like I'm so big on that, and just to see how my orders go out now, it's so disappointing to me, because I just feel so overwhelmed, or I feel like I can't take my time and love each package like how I want to. I like when you guys get your packages from me, I want you to know that I personally packed it. I know that you're going to love what you're getting, and you know, it's presentable. It's something that you want to post like, oh my God, like look what I just got. Like I want to give it that feel. But like I said, I was so overwhelmed with everything that was going on that I just stopped. The next thing I put was taking breaks and breathers. I burned myself out this year. I was all go and no breaks. Like I said in my last vlog, I did not celebrate me making 6 figures. I worked like I literally worked through my accomplishments, and I don't even acknowledge it. I'm like, okay, that's cool, like keep going. Like I did not take a time to just allow myself to breathe and, you know, to think clearly. Like it was just every single day. Y'all seen some of my videos where I told y'all I was literally staying up 24 hours, like around the clock, responding to emails, packaging orders, and you know what I'm saying, making myself very sick. And one thing I seen somebody comment was, if there's no me, there's no brand. And that is just the bottom line. I was burning myself out, because if something happened to me, there's no one else to take over here. So just allow myself to take breaks and breathe was something that I really struggled with as well this year. And then the last thing I put was staying consistent in my faith. Now, like I said, I am a child of God, like period. That's just the bottom line. Your girl is a child of God. And I faced so many trials and tribulations this year. that shook me to the core. I am deeply rooted in God. I love him. I know he loves me. I know he gives his hardest battles to his strongest soldiers, and I was just unsure of that for many months up until today. It's just a thing with me where I have been so blessed in a sense that I'm not acknowledging it enough. And I feel like that's why my faith is so shaky. God has blessed me with more than 10K every month this whole year. And that's something to be grateful for. I don't ever want to seem like I'm ungrateful for the blessings that God has given me. But behind the money, it was personal issues, it's business issues, it's certain things that I go through on a daily basis that just make me question, like, why would he bring me this far if this all was just going to fall apart? Like I said, staying consistent in my faith was very challenging this year. This is probably one of the most challenging things, especially since it's so personal to me. I believe my businesses are anointed. I believe I am anointed. I believe I am chosen to do great things, and God is preparing me to walk into my purpose. And just a lot of the things that I experienced this year, I just did not understand why I was going through them. I do business just like any other millennial. Why am I having all of these different problems when all I'm trying to do it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just didn't understand. So that's what I struggled with this year. Now, let me stop and give you guys a little feedback on what this is doing. First of all, this is releasing everything that's up here. If you don't take time to organize everything that's in here, you're gonna go crazy. Now, a lot of you guys watch me because I inspire you. You want to, make 6 figures, or you want your business to be where mine is, and I want your business to be past where I am. So I'm sharing these things with you because these are essential. If you do this once a week, once a month, this is going to help you release all of that energy. You cannot keep all of this. You cannot keep inside of you. Like, it is not healthy. I've done this several times, 10 times this year. But this is just like a general overview. And so what I'm hoping is that you guys will take this exercise or this skill that I do and then convert it to how it will work for you. Now, me doing it in this exact order may not be like how you want to do it. You can add your own things. You can take some things away. But for me, these are the things that I do that have gotten me to this point, literally. There's not one time I haven't written anything down. There's not one time I haven't prayed. There's not one time where I haven't acknowledged the things that I've done, the things I've struggled with, the things I want to improve on. And that brings me into like the next little segment, things we want to improve on or new goals for the year for not only just your business, but your personal life. Now, I want to explain this really quick because I don't want this video to be too long, but organizing your personal life actually comes before your business life. If you try and go to a dealership, right, and your credit is fucked up, you're not going to get what you want. You get what I'm saying? You're not going to get what you want. So we need to organize our personal life before we go to Hollywood. You get what I'm saying? Because your business is a reflection of you. I was a mess this year, so it only makes sense that my business was a mess this year. My personal life was not intact. It was not in order. So my business life, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to understand where I'm coming from. Like, you as a person, you are the brand, regardless of how how your business is set up. You are still the brand. So you have to make sure you yourself are okay mentally, physically, even if you're not financially okay. Those two things, those are things that money cannot buy. If your leg breaks, you can get an amputated leg, but it will never be the same as the original. Your original mind cannot be bought. You guys wonder why all of these celebrities have all this money and then they're crazy as hell, and it's because money cannot buy you a new mental. It cannot. There's no amount of money in the world that can give you a new mindset. So make sure you protect the one you have now. Protect it. That's your sanity is the most important thing in this world when it comes to this business, because you can be all super bankrolled up and your mind is not right, and that it don't matter. It will not matter. So we're going to go ahead and write some improvements that we want in our personal life first, and then in our business life.
Whenever I visit any city, she only can see it's snow. 30 degrees, way too cold, so hold me tight. Girl, I see at the show tonight.
There's an X. In my personal life, I want to improve. In my business life, I want to improve. So I wrote, in my personal life, I want to improve my my health. So no more blacks. 2021, I'm dedicating myself to stop smoking blacks. They are so unhealthy for me. I know this. I've been feeling like I've been coping with those more than meditating and praying. So I'm going to try and replace the blacks with that. So that's one of the things that I want to improve in my personal life. I want to improve my meditation. I want to be more consistent. A little while back, maybe like a year or two ago, I used to read the Bible every single day. So if you guys want to add me on the Bible app, I'll leave my name in the description box below so you can add me and I can kind of like share my plans with you guys. So I want to be more consistent. I would read the Bible every single day, and then I would do they have plans on the Bible app. So for different things that I was feeling, if I had anxiety, if I was depressed, if I needed hope, there are plans that literally direct you to certain scriptures, and it just tells a story, and it just really encourages you. And I feel like when I do that, everything is spot on. Like everything is spot on. I did have a record, and I'll post my record for my Bible thing in here, but I was pretty consistent. I was very, very consistent, and I wasn't as consistent this year. And I'm actually really, really sad about that. Because like I said, I'm rooted in my faith, and for me to just disregard the Bible basically like this whole year, it's just not like me. It's out of my element. So that is definitely one thing I want to improve in my personal life. My self-care. So I got a massage, like a professional massage, for the first time ever this year, and I absolutely loved it. I was so stressed out. It was all in my neck. Like literally when I got done, the lady was like, baby, you need to stretch. Like, and I'm like, yes, girl, I do. So just taking care of myself more, taking more time out for me, just doing things that make me feel good, finding things that make me happy. Since I am single, I want to like go out and just do things and find out what actually makes me happy, because when you're with somebody, you guys do things together, and it just kind of makes both of you guys happy. So me, 2021, I want to go in just finding out things that make me happy. Do I like going to the movies? Do I like giving myself flowers? Like things like that. Just finding out, taking better care of myself. Self-confidence. Okay, so this is not something that not a lot of people know about me, but I hate my teeth. Like I want to get my teeth done so bad. So I just want to see if there's a way where I can just fix that without cosmetic surgery. I'm so just like on the fence about getting my teeth done. I always say I'm going to get my teeth done. I'm going to get my teeth done. But so many people are like, oh my God, your teeth are so perfect already. They're so white. And it's just like, you guys see it like from here. And like, I see it a different way. And I said I didn't want braces anymore. I look, on Instagram, and everybody has these nice pearly white teeth, but they're fake. And I don't want to be like everybody else. So I'm really debating if I want to get braces again next year, or if I want to do the Invisalign. I'm really on the fence, but whatever decision I do make, I just want to be confident in myself. Like my smile is like my biggest insecurity. I hate my teeth. I absolutely hate them. And I just want to work on that. Like I just want to work on how I can make me feel better about my teeth. So that's just that. Physical appearance. So y'all, I need to get in the gym. Like I'm not big, but I'm not small either. Like your girl got a little love on her, especially like in my tummy area. And this quarantine began everybody a little plump. Like I said, I am very on the border about cosmetic surgery, plastic surgery. I really want to try and do it the right way before I just lay on somebody's table, because I always think I'm gonna get liposuction. I'm gonna get liposuction. But before I just put myself at risk like that, I'm going to dedicate myself to going to the gym at least 3-4 days a week, to try and work it off naturally, because I'm naturally a small girl. Just quarantine and just stress and depression, that makes you gain weight. Like literally, it makes you gain. So just working on my physical appearance in the gym. And then, if I don't get the results that I want in the gym, and I am going to go hard in the gym. Like I'm going to go very, very hard in the gym and see if I can get my results that way. If not, I will consider liposuction. I will still do my research on it, searching for doctors and things like that, just in case it don't work on the back end. So that's it for my personal life. For my business life, I want to improve my branding. I spoke briefly on this earlier. I did not brand barely at all this year. So just coming out with like better packaging, business cards, just maybe like a loyalty program or something to show like I actually care about what I'm doing, because I feel like everything I put out this year just basically says like I don't give a fuck, and that's far from the truth. Like I love what I do. I love the people who support me, and I just want to show that in my branding. Reviews. So when I say reviews, I mean like YouTube comments of people like, oh, she's a scammer and all that. Like, I've never scammed anybody. So me being a scammer, me taking people's money, like just the comments and feedback that I get from unhappy customers, like I just want to change their perspective of how my business is ran, because we stand on integrity over here. So there's no funny business going on when it comes to y'all orders and y'all money. So yeah. Production time, we got to cut this production time in half. I do plan on working by myself still, coming into the new year, but there are things that I'm working on in the background that are going to help me push these orders out a lot faster. So I'm actually working on that with my Black Friday sales, and some of them are actually already done. So just cutting down my production time, even cutting some of the time where I said like I need 14 days and I can get it to you in 7. Like, those are the kind of things I'm working on. So definitely production time. Variety. So a lot of people have decided to step into the lash wholesale, which is cool, even though like I don't like want to like me, but you know what I'm saying. I do want to do like a variety of things. Like, I want to expand into something new, do something that nobody else is doing. Like, that's like my thing. When you're a creator, you have to do things to keep yourself ahead. So me having a variety, like every time it's like they can't do the next them till I do the next me. So you know what I'm saying? So I'm always ahead. So that's my plan for 2021, to stay ahead. Because I feel like I'm not neck and neck, because I'm just still like a little bit up, but they're close and they're doing very well, and I'm happy for them. But just me as a creator, I need to stay ahead. I need to stay on my toes. And businesses like that who join your lane, they keep you on your toes, because you can never get too comfortable in this game. And then my last thing was like my overall reputation. I want to put a review section on my website. I'm not going to do that now, because there's some people who will say some very, very, very bad things. They'll call me everything but a child of God in them comment or in them reviews. So 2021, I am going to put a review section on my website. And if you're watching this and you had a bad experience with my company, please come to me before you put a review on my page. I will compensate you. I will do whatever it is. I mean, I'm not saying for you not to post your experience, but I'm still evolving and I'm still growing and getting better. So if you don't order from me a second time, like to just see like what's changed, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't just be like, oh, that like I just don't want that, like with that, which is my biggest fear. But hey, I'm gonna do what I gotta do, that way, so people can know like, hey, she's legit, like you can order from her, like she'll get you your product. So that is the next thing. So the last part, y'all gonna love this. The last part of this exercise is things I'm leaving in 2020. Y'all have to figure out what y'all leaving in this year. There are certain things that corrupted you or hurt you or hindered you this year that you need to leave in 2020. And that's period. Okay, because this list might be longer than Fab. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, because I have a lot of things that I'm leaving here. Okay, a lot. So let's get to Ryan.
But I see you at the show tonight. Damn. 30, baby, won't you meet me by the beach? Too early, maybe later, you can show me things. You know what it is whenever I...
Alright, so I was gonna go ham. Oh, let me show y'all. So here's right here. So I was gonna go ham on this list, but I decided to keep it cute, because this list could really hurt some people's feelings. I'm probably gonna add to it when I get off of here, but just to keep it cute, just to keep it subtle for the channel, in 2020, I'm leaving titles. So that's friends, families, niggas, boyfriends, girlfriends, I feel like titles hold too much weight. I'm taking actions into 2021. Titles mean nothing nowadays. It could be your mom, it could be your boyfriend, your husband. Titles mean nothing unless you live up to them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm leaving titles in 2020. Like, it's not coming with me. It's not coming. I'm leaving my bad attitude in 2020. This was like, I had the worst attitude this year. I got a little unhumble. Like, that, God knocks you off the pedestal, okay? I was definitely knocked off the pedestal. So that just like bad energy, the bad vibes that I carried, because I was so frustrated and unhappy, I'm leaving that in 2020 because those things have hindered me tremendously this year. Like, just if I don't feel good, I won't do something, or, you know, I'll react a certain kind of way. Like, just that whole persona, or that whole just being mean and all that, I'm leaving that in 2020. It didn't benefit me this year. It's not going to benefit me next year. So gotta stay here. Procrastination. I have procrastinated so much this year on so many different things. Not just even in my business life, in my personal life. So I have to literally do things because they need to be done, and not because I do or don't feel like doing it. I need to do what I need to do now so I can do what I want to do later. You want more things to be done than said, okay? So procrastination this year was very, very big for me. I'm leaving it here. I'm not doing it anymore. So procrastination definitely got to stay here. My next thing is comparisons. So I ain't gonna say I compare myself to other people, but there are certain times where I was like, wow, like, what am I doing wrong? Like, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Like, why is this not happening for me? Like, why is this not hitting for me? So, I need to stop that. My chapter 20 cannot be your chapter 1. It's just not possible. Like, we can't compare stories because they will never add up. You know what I'm saying? I may experience something earlier, you may experience something later. I need to stop the comparison. And it's so hard being an influencer on on YouTube, and not seeing a comparison. Like, you know what I'm saying? But my goal is to focus more on me and do me more. Like, I don't even know if I can do me any much more than I have, but I'm going to try in 2021 to outdo myself. Like, I have to outdo the niche too much. Like, I have to outdo 2020 niche too much, and that's just period. And the last thing I put is the devil. Devil, I know you have shaken the ground that I walk on, but again, I'm a child of God. You will not move me. I'm gonna stick it out with my God. I know he has my best interest at the end of the day. You are not allowed, you are forbidden into my 2021. You will not have the joy of seeing me down, depressed, sad, angry. Like, you will not get those reactions out of me anymore. You are banned. Just like you're banned from heaven, you are banned from my 2021. You will not continue on this journey, and that's just period. So you guys, that's the end of this exercise. That's the end of Bossmas Bootcamp 1. I hope this exercise helped you. Let me know what you did with this exercise. Let me know if you did it. Let me know if you changed some things. Let me know if you added some things. Let me know the vibe you set. I want to see everything. I'm commenting back to everybody. That's another thing I want to work on, commenting back to you guys. So let me know how your vibe was. Let me know if this released anything, if you feel any better. I personally feel great. I'm happy with what I wrote. I'm happy with the things that I have to look forward to. So that's going to be the end of this video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, turn your post notifications on, because we can let all of Bossmas Bootcamp, and that's just period. So I will see you guys in day